Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 29, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market news analysis. So we're here to give you all our price predictions according to the charts, and definitely we are adding a lot of value to our analysis that a lot of other people are not giving you. We are here literally eliminate the confusion that so many other charters give you on a regular basis. Charting is very simple, easy to understand, and on top of that, you can forecast where prices are likely to go. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this, then you can come on over and subscribe to our HueFin News Patreon page, to where you will have access to our analysis against Bitcoin. You will be part of a community to where we are all conjoining and conversing one with another to understand exactly how language analysis goes. And also we speak on other topics that is not privy to anyone else outside of our circle. So if you're interested in learning more about language analysis, then definitely come on over. It's very minimal, $3 a month. That's like 10 cents a day, to where you guys will have access to this phenomenal content that is not available anywhere else. So the link is going to be in the description of the video. So after you finish watching our video, you're still interested in see how we are able to analyze these coins without the addition of indicators, patterns, shapes, or whatever the case may be, then definitely come on over, because it is our objective to teach you all how to read charts without the confusion and without being dependent on someone else to tell you where they expect the market to go. That goes for myself as well. I do not want you all to be dependent on anyone into thinking what direction the market to go. So that's why it's imperative for you all to know language analysis, how to read a chart. So before we get started, you can see that coin market cap, a lot of the coins today are doing minimal movement higher and or lower in price today, albeit the only one that is really an outlier in this space is Tron. They actually came right back into the number 10 slot today, given the fact that they're up almost 9% in the market. They're up 4 cents. So they actually even pushed Tether out the number 10 spot and placed to number 11. So it is transitioning over into movement higher in a lot of these cryptocurrencies. So if you are still kind of nervous that the market is continuing to move lower, which you all should be, I don't think we're actually done with lower prices, but we might get a little reprieve in these currencies to where they might move a little bit higher. Okay, and we'll talk about that more in depth as we go through some of these currencies today. So now the first one up is going to be Bitcoin. So we're looking at Bitcoin right now, and this currency is down 0.02%. Last trade was $8,260.10, and the daily price chart for Bitcoin, you can see here that we are still getting indications of market strength in this currency. $8,400, maybe even $8,500 is still resistance. Okay, but if you were one of our members on the HueFin News Patreon page, we have actually placed a line on the chart to let you all know the price areas that Bitcoin cannot break in order for them to continue to move to the downside. Now, looking at this 3-hour chart, there's still strength here in the market. $8,300 is resistance, so we might come up to that particular price and come right back down. But nevertheless, throughout this whole chart, I can see more indications of strength in the market than weakness, which is still why I'm looking for Bitcoin to move higher. Given the fact that we have already seen some movement higher in price already, I will tell you all that 8,300 is resistance. So keep that in mind in Bitcoin, that we might not move a lot higher than what we are trading right now, additional $40. But nevertheless, that is what I am seeing in Bitcoin, is movement higher in price. Looking at the 1-hour chart, you can see here that's why we're getting this very strong push to gold bar in the market right now, because strength is still being had in Bitcoin. And if this current bar actually concludes the way that it looks now, we might actually run higher probabilities of breaking $8,300. But the background of this chart definitely tells us that that is a very strong area of resistance in Bitcoin. So that's one reason why I'm cautious as to why this currency can continue to move any higher than that. But there's still some strength coming in the market. So I'm looking for Bitcoin to move higher. It might come up to 8,300 or even 8,320 and then come right back down to get into that consolidation range that it has been trading in for such a long time. But definitely overall, I'm still seeing strength in Bitcoin. So now next one up is going to be Ethereum. Ethereum currently is down 0.15%. Last trade was $468.86, and the daily price chart for Ethereum, you all can still see how we are within the consolidation, and the market is still giving us probable precursors of strength bars, which simply means that we have not got the confirmation of the market ready to move higher. But the longer that we stay above $460, the more likely it is that Ethereum is going to continue to move higher in price, which is literally what is going on today in the market. So now we're looking at the 3-hour bars for Ethereum, and there's still strength in the market for this currency. I'm still looking for at least consolidation to where $456 needs to hold that support, and then that resistance area is all the way up there around 472, or even, let's see, $480. Okay, but strength is still here. I'm not seeing a lot of indications of market weakness in Ethereum at this particular time. As a matter of fact, as long as we stay above $460, I'm going to continue to state that I'm looking for Ethereum to continue to move higher in price. Taking a look at the 1-hour bars for Ethereum, you can see that the market is holding support quite well above $464. So the market is still giving us indications of market strength. We are getting indications of weakness coming into space, but the market participants are holding the selling quite well, meaning that we are still in a consolidation, which is going to lead to this currency moving higher in price. So what I'm looking for in Ethereum is consolidation and movement higher. If we break $460 though, or even $462, then expect Ethereum to continue to move lower. Until then, expect consolidation and movement higher. So now we're going to take a look at Litecoin. So you can see that Litecoin is down 0.21%. Last trade was $84.20. And the daily price chart in Litecoin is still showing us indications of making higher highs. If I was to make a line in Litecoin, you can see here that we are making an upward movement in this particular currency, but that $90 area is still a strong area of resistance. Okay, so even stockpile is coming in the market in Litecoin at this particular time on the daily price chart. You can see here, looking at the 3-hour bars in Litecoin, that we are consolidating. Stockpile is still coming in the market, so I'm not all convinced that we're going to break out in higher prices, only for the fact that every time we come up towards $85, we get inundated with some selling, and we continue to move back down to the downside. So I'm still looking for consolidation in Litecoin. The market has to hold support though above $82. That is the support area, this trading sideways area, and resistance is still around $86. Okay, but I am still seeing more indications of this currency continuing to move higher, for the fact that a lot of this stockpile is being held on and not moving to the downside. Okay, now I'm looking at a 1-hour chart in Litecoin. You can see that 83.50 is a huge area of support, so we can maintain that. I'm expecting that to hold as consolidation and this currency continue to move higher in price. If we break $83.50, then definitely expect this currency to move lower in price. So now let's take a look at Ripple. So Ripple is down 0.85%. Last trade was 45.5 cents, and this currency has literally been trading around 45 cents for a very long time, and the currency hasn't actually been moving to the downside. Matter of fact, we've been holding it quite well around 45 cents, and that's because support over here in the background of this chart was holding around 45 cents then, and we can come all the way back up to around 50 cents or even 55 cents. I would say 52 cents over the next couple of trading days in XRP. Looking at the 3-hour bars in Ripple, you guys can see how this currency is maintaining support above 45 cents. We have to continue that. If this currency is going to continue to move higher in price, it might just come up to around 46 or even 46.5 cents into tomorrow's trading. But nevertheless, I am seeing indications that this currency is being very reluctant into moving lower. Looking at the 1-hour bars in XRP, you can see that we are getting some indications of weakness coming in the market right now, and that is because 45.5 cents is very strong in terms of resistance. The market cannot break it, and that will not happen until we get a lot of volume with a push to gold bar to come into the space in order for us to catapult higher in price. So until then, expect Ripple to continue to do what it's been doing. But you can see here as I zoom out that this currency is making higher lows. Boom, that's 1, 2, 3, and then this will be 4 once we break out in the higher prices. So I'm still seeing indications that this currency wants to move higher, and I'm expecting this to occur in XRP. So I'm looking for Ripple to continue to move higher. But I told you all, if we break 45 cents, then we're going to definitely move back down to the downside. So now let's take a look at EOS. So EOS currently is down 0.16%. Last trade was $8.37. Try to zoom in real quick, and you can see here, even in EOS, the market has been able to stay above $8. That is powerful in terms of the movement downside that we have been in this currency. So we need to maintain $8 in EOS. 3-hour bars in EOS, you guys can see that we are making higher lows in this currency as well. We might only come up to around $8.60. That is a huge area of resistance as well, maybe around $8.50. Okay, you can tell that that's the case because stockpile is coming in on this 3-hour bar, letting us know that someone is in the market trying to push this currency back down. The 1-hour chart, you guys can still see how we are able to get a very strong push to gold bar in the market. We're trying to break $8.40 because that is resistance, and if we can close above it, then definitely I'm looking for EOS to continue to move higher in price. We are in a slight transition of like a change in tone. I would like for this currency to continue to move higher. I am seeing that is the case, but I would rather this currency have already concluded on this 1-hour bar so I can tell whether or not the market's going to continue to trade sideways or even move lower in price. So this is the 30-minute bars in EOS, and this currency has to stay above $8.35 in order for us to continue to move higher in price. If it breaks $8.35, then we are still simply in a consolidation to where $8 is support and resistance is still around $8.40 or even $8.50. Definitely $8.50. So now we're going to go ahead and look at Dash. Dash currently is trending lower, 0.36%. Last trade was $239.64, and we're still consolidating in Dash. The market has been giving us some very wild swings over the last week or so in the market, and this currency is still continuing today. The market definitely moved to the downside, which we forecasted in our analysis, and it came and held $220 as support, just like it did here on the 28th and the 29th of June. The 3-hour chart continues to show us this very wild trading in Dash. Definitely lets us know the market is trying to make a determination as to whether or not Are we going to move higher, or are we going to continue to move to the downside? And overwhelmingly, the market trending to the downside is still in play. It's just not done yet with a lot of the selling around that $236 to $252 price area. Until that particular time, that process is done, then Dash will continue to move lower in price. So as of now, I'm still looking for Dash to continue to move lower, but right now in the short term, we will consolidate $235 all the way up there towards $245 or even $250 is that consolidation range. Stockpile and weakness is still all on this 3-hour chart, so I'm definitely not convinced that we're done with lower prices, albeit we can make another bar like this in a market in Dash. The 1-hour chart for this currency, you can tell that weakness is still here, so we may actually move a little bit higher in the short term, but long term I'm still seeing us making slight movement in price in Dash. The market is very reluctant though into breaking $235, so that is a very strong area of support. So if Dash breaks $235 like it tried on this particular 1-hour bar, then we will continue to move a lot lower than what we've been trading. Okay, but as of now, I'm still seeing consolidation in this particular market, with leaning more towards this coin moving to the downside still. Okay, so now the next one up is going to be Monero. So Monero currently is down 3.63%. Last trade was $135.04. The daily price chart in Monero, you can see here that that weakness is stockpile around that $140, $150 area is still in play. So expect at least consolidation to where the market has to hold support around $130. Taking a look at the 3-hour bars in Monero, you can see here that weakness is still here. So literally I'm waiting until we're able to find out where support is going to be. $134 is the initial area that the market's going to try to hold support. A lot of volume is coming in on this 1-hour bar. So if the next 3-hour bar closes below this current 3-hour bar, then we're going to continue to move a lot lower than what we have been moving, because a lot of volume is coming in on these last 2-3-hour bars. So Monero can definitely come all the way down to 132, or even do a quick touch around $128. Looking at the 1-hour bars in Monero, and you can see here how the market participants are definitely here trying to keep Monero from moving a lot further, but there's still overwhelmingly a lot of weakness in this particular coin. So I don't think we're done with lower prices in Monero. If we cannot stay above $134 throughout trading tomorrow, we're going to come all the way back down towards 132 or even 128. So just keep that in mind. Unless we hold this area that we're trading now to where the next bar, the next 1-hour bar is a very strong push to go bar, then I'm still looking for this currency to move lower in price. Okay, so now the last one for today is going to be NEO. So now we're taking a look at NEO, right? And this currency is down 2.07%. Last trade was $33.35. You can see here on this daily price chart that we are literally almost back towards where the lows of NEO came, around $19, $20 over in the ETH of 2017. That is literally almost back at zero, considering where the chart first launched on this currency exchange. Daily price chart in NEO is telling us that $32 is holding well as support. We need to maintain that. We're not done yet, but we can get a huge breakout relatively soon in NEO. 3-hour chart is showing us that yes, the market is holding well around $32.50, $33. That has to stay in play. but we're still getting some indications of market weakness in this particular currency. So short term, I'm expecting consolidation in NEO, $32.50 all the way back up to $34.50 as well, maybe a little higher than that. But this currency is not ready for higher prices, although I can tell it is getting prepared for it. Taking a look at the 1 hour bars, and that's what I'm literally seeing here, is that the market is getting prepared for higher prices. We're not yet ready, so expect consolidation to continue in the short term, but throughout trading tomorrow or even Tuesday of this coming week, this currency can definitely break out and move back higher in prices, in terms of coming all the way back up to around $35, even $35.50. But right now you can see here that this coin is making higher lows, so we are making progression in higher prices, but we will need to see more volume in order for us to break $35 though. Okay, if we don't get that volume in this particular space in NEO, we can't break $35, then we are still in a consolidation. But nevertheless, that would be a pretty good trade in the market if you were to catch NEO now and it goes all the way up to around $35. But right now, definitely this currency is not ready. I'm expecting consolidation in the short term, and then after that, movement to higher prices, which means it might just go up to $34, even $35. So that's all I got for today. Make sure you maintain your profitability. If you're still interested in learning more about language analysis the easy way, then the link is in the description, and from there you guys can join up and participate in this great opportunity. That's all I got for today. Make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all later.